Guys, I just beta tested a new game on the Algorand blockchain today. It's called Alvatars. And guys, it's really fun. We're going to take a look at the game today and how you can play too on today's Frugal BC. What's up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you again. This game, Alvatars, just came out in beta this week. In fact, I believe it launched yesterday where they started allowing people to beta test it. It's really fun. It's a great game. It kind of brings me back to my old Magic the Gathering days, and I'm not really sure why that is, but it something about it just reminds me of that era of gameplay. I can't quite put my finger on why, but it's really fun, and you can do it too. If you want to enter the beta, you can go to the Alvatars Twitter page or Discord page. You can find links to both of those on alvatars.net. That's their web address. Or you can just do a search in either one. You should be able to find it. And the way it's going to work, and we'll talk about the game in just a second. All of this, by the way, with the caveat that this is a beta release, so everything is imperfect. But I'll tell you, the game is actually playing really, really well for a beta. That's now 2 Algorand projects where the betas are going really well. So pretty happy with that. Anyway, you can find the form on their Twitter page or their Discord page. What you'll do is you fill out a form with some information, including your email address. They will email you back a link to join the game, and you'll be able to play. Now, how does the game work? Well, basically, the game involves a deck of 5 tiles. Right now, they're pre-made. As you know, there are Alvatar NFTs available. We'll talk about that in a second. Right now, for the beta, they're just using pre-made decks. And what you'll basically do is you'll be placing these tiles. You'll take turns placing these tiles on a 4x4 grid. There's 4 players, 4x4 grids, and what you're trying to do is place your tiles against other people's tiles. And if you're not, each little tile has a number on each side, and that's your attack, or it's your defense if it's not your turn. And what you're trying to do is when you place that tile, you attack the tile next to it. And if your number is higher, you'll defeat their tile, and then you'll gain the space. So you'll get extra. You flip a tile, you get a point for flipping, and at the end of the game, you get points for how many tiles you have remaining on the board. So the person with the most points, of course, wins. Now, that may or may not sound complicated. I'm not sure. Depending on, it might be, my explanation might make it sound more complicated than it is, but I promise it's actually pretty intuitive once you start playing a couple rounds, and you'll be a pro, and you'll be thinking about strategy. And the games go pretty quick. They allow about 20 seconds to place the tile, 25, I think it was. And so they move pretty quick. It's not super slow. It does take a little, because it's beta and there's not a lot of people playing it. It does take a while to gain enough people to play a game, since you need 4 players. But yeah, right now I was saying how the beta comes with a pre-made deck to choose from, but you can also, further down the road, you actually buy your own tiles, and they're NFTs. And they've actually worked with some pretty big NFT projects like Mingo, GSG, SBG, and the Parliament of Owls. So they've done some collaborations with them in the first season, and then with the second season that's coming out soon, I believe December 25th on Christmas Day, they're working with Algo Squirrels, Akita Inu, Aegir Legends, and I think they've got some more coming that they haven't announced yet. So keep an eye out for that. Very cool. And they have, if you go to the alvatars.net page, you'll be able to find a link to the shuffle where you can buy packs, or people are selling them now too, just the individual tiles. And not really sure how that's going to work in the game, whether you'll pre-construct your deck or you'll be choosing in game. But right now it just has the pre-made decks on there. But it should be really fun to play. There's also an Alva coin, which is the in-game currency for this game. That's out now, and you can use it to upgrade your tiles too. So it's not just buying the really good ones, but you can actually upgrade them as well. So yeah, we got the beta coming out, and they'll be taking some feedback from that, and hopefully increasing that and improving that over time. And we'll hopefully see a finished game soon. These guys received an Algorand Foundation grant, which is really nice. So the Algorand Foundation saw enough that they believe in this project enough that they wanted to provide them some funding, which I think is awesome. So far, I can see why. And there's an interesting post in the Discord saying, or it might have been on Twitter actually, saying that Stacey Warden, the Algorand Foundation CEO, was the GOAT. Seemed to imply that she must have been playing the game and was pretty good at it. Maybe I'll have to take her on at Decipher. These guys got picked to go to Decipher along with some other projects. So overall, my thoughts, I probably made that pretty clear, but this is a really fun strategy game. And I love that. I love that it's kind of simple, yet has kind of a complex strategy to it. So you really have to think about where you're putting your tiles based on where the numbers fall. So you can see, and you can't flip them. You can't flip them around. So you know exactly if it's on the, unless there's something I missed, but I don't think you can. So you know that if the rightmost is a weak one, is like a 1 versus a 6, you probably want to try to place that on the edge or somewhere where it's not going to get attacked. So I'm really very impressed with the game and how it plays out. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of something that would have came out in that Magic the Gathering era. And I was kind of a revised slash fourth edition era player. So somewhere around that late 90s is when I was playing the Magic game. I don't know why, it just makes me think of a board game from that era. It's something about the excitement that it drew in me. Like, oh, this is a really fun game. This is a great game for the Algorand ecosystem. You guys know Cosmic is coming back in open beta again too, so that's awesome. So yeah, very happy, very pleased with what's going on here. It's a great game. We have 2 great games in the Algorand ecosystem, which is awesome. Is what we want. If you guys want to check it out, I highly recommend checking out, because frankly, I want more people to play on this. I think they want more people to test it. Right now, like, it's kind of hard to get enough people together for a game. So like I said, I've played 3 games now. And what I kind of had to do was put the game on, enter the lobby or whatever, just kind of leave it open in a side window while I did other work. So I think it'll be really great when it's the full project is out. And I'm just happy that these betas for both of these games so far look really good. One other point I want to make about AlphaCoin before I go. I think it's a great idea that they're basically providing utility in this game. Because one of the issues, like say for Townstar, was that Town didn't really have much utility other than, you go sell it to make profits. And part of that is because, it was so expensive in the first place. So I think what they're doing here is good. The prices, 25 algo gets you a pack of tiles. Right now, that's what is that? I don't want to do public math, but it's not a lot of money, So it's good that you can get into this game without spending a fortune. You can buy the higher level ones are 200 algo, so they'll cost you a little more if you want to get the premium ones. But like I said, you can upgrade your avatar tiles too. So yeah, I have to say, like, this is one of the ones that really surprised me, because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. There's a lot of games that are in development right now, and there's few games that have playable versions. So I'm always excited to see a new game with a playable version. And this one, I did buy some tiles early on because I thought, it sounds like it could be cool. I saw that it was about strategy, and like, okay, I can dig that. Actually, very, very pleased with it. So if you've tried this game, or if you bought the NFTs, I want to hear from you. Or do you think you're going to go try it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see all our experiments in the Algorand and other crypto spaces. We do have some videos coming out about other coins, namely Cosmic is going to be coming soon, because I'm trying to get off of Coinbase. Not your keys, not your crypto. So that's the other holding that I have that's pretty substantial enough that I'd be worried about it if it got lost. So I moved that onto the Kepler blockchain. We're going to be talking about that coming up, but got to say, big shout out to Alvatars, and very responsive team too. I want to add that, very responsive team. I've reached out to them on Twitter and heard back within like minutes, and much more responsive than the foundation has been doing. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up, but thanks so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Not your keys, not your crypto. Get your stuff off exchanges. And as always, I'll see you in the future.